Hi friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Soul Food. When I was 19 years of age, I'd been in the USA with my family for 10 years. My parents decided they wanted to return to Australia. They wanted me to go with them. I didn't want to come, so we had some intense fellowship around that for quite a few months. Eventually, we decided I would come for a year and see how it went. I remember the emotion of leaving America at that time. I was giving up everything I'd known, my friends, my connections, opportunities, and the familiar. I was heading back to a place that I didn't remember at all. It was a bit like letting go of one trapeze and I hadn't yet got a hold of the next one. I was in the in between my past and my future. These liminal spaces, as they are sometimes called, are scary. It's the feeling of the great unknown. The past is gone and there's no going back, but the future hasn't yet arrived. Everything is in a state of flux and nothing is certain or sure. After about a year, I gradually replaced everything I thought I was giving up. I made some new friends and new connections, and a whole range of new opportunities came my way. And although I visited America many times since then, I greatly appreciate the 10 years I spent there. In the end, I realized I was more Australian than I thought, and Australia has become my home again. But this process was not easy, nor was it quick. It took time, and I experienced a range of emotions along the way. You might remember the story of ancient Israel who left Egypt, but before they arrived in their promised land, they wandered through this place called the wilderness for many, many years. In between times can feel a lot like a wilderness. We're not where we once were, but we haven't yet arrived at where we want to be. And that can be quite frustrating. In his excellent book, Managing Transitions, author William Bridges notes that it's often not the endings that do us in, it's the transitions. Transitions involve the emotion of change during the in-between times, like that trapeze artist hanging in the air. It could be exciting, yet also frightening. Nothing is familiar or normal. Let's recap our main points. Firstly, transitions are those in-between times, between endings and beginnings. Secondly, these liminal spaces can be both exciting and frightening. Thirdly, give yourself time to process the season of change you are in right now. Once again, find a safe friend or an alongside-er who you can talk with. I found that openly sharing your thoughts and feelings, especially during times of change, can be incredibly helpful and healthy. That's all for today. See you next week.